back to my YouTube channel called Fashion Aficionado. My name is Beau. Here I talk about lifestyle, fragrances, fashion. If this is your first time here, please, or you're returning and you haven't subscribed, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload new content. As we all know, most places in the world right now is hot. Most places are in summer right now. So now it's time to bring out those fragrances that makes you feel cool, to cool you down while the weather is hot. Mostly citrus fragrances or just cooling effects fragrances in general. So it doesn't have to be citrus fragrances. Some use mint. The different ingredients they use for making fragrances smell cool. So those are fragrances. I have 7 fragrances here and I have an honorable mention. So without further ado, let's get right into the list. So my honorable mention here is from the house of Eccentric Molecule. This is a pretty popular fragrance in the fragrance community. So it's called Molecule 01. So I have like the sample, like the tester bottle, so it doesn't come with a cap. It's cheaper that way. So this is called Molecule 01. Molecule 01 is called Molecule 01 because it has just one ingredient, which is an organic compound called ISO-E Super. So one thing about this ingredient is it smells woody and cool. But one thing about it is it goes on and off. Like you could smell it. You could pass by someone like this now and get the whiffs, then come back like 2 seconds after and you don't smell anything again. It just comes and goes. Then we come back again, you smell it. It's mysterious. Let me put it that way. It has this cooling effect. Another thing again is if you have fragrances that you know don't last a lot in your collection, you can layer them with this. Spray the fragrance and spray this on it, or just layer it anyway. Either this on it or that on this. It makes fragrances last longer. You might want to try it out. There's a fragrance here I like so much that doesn't last so long. I layer it with this and I get like extra 2-3 hours out of that fragrance. So Molecule 01 from Eccentric Molecule. Honorable mention. So moving up to my number 7 now. So this one is down the list because I just got this fragrance earlier this week, but it has made it to my top 7 summer fragrances. So this one, I will most likely be wearing this in maybe summer nights, or maybe if I'm going out. It has this sophisticated effect with it. Yeah, think of it. So this is from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier. This is called Le Beau, Le Parfum. So there's the original Le Beau, then this is Le Beau, Le Parfum. So the original Le Beau, that's the eau de toilette. That one, the predominant note is coconut. But in this one has coconut still, but they added pineapple to this. So it's somewhat like pina colada, right? But one thing is, the pineapple in this is just at the beginning. After maybe 5-6 minutes, the coconut comes out pretty strong. But this is lovely. It smells so good. If you're going for a dinner, you might want to pull this on, man. This is lovely. It has this very nice coconut effect to it. It's lovely. It shares a slight similarity to 1 Million Parfum. It's almost in that kind of line, but the coconut here is done right. And it lasts. I think I've worn it once and I enjoyed it. Wearing it, going out. It lasted about maybe 6-7 hours. I'm not surprised because it's a La Parfum, so. But the bottle is gorgeous. I need to do a separate review of this. Yeah, it has Tonka Bean too. I need to do a separate review of this. This is Le Beau, Le Parfum, number 7. Up next is from the house of Lattafa. This is called Raed Luxe. So the 2 types is Raed Silver. So this one apparently is a clone of Dolce & Gabbana's Qaed. If you know the fragrance, this is very nice summer fragrance. I need to do a separate review of this too. So most fragrances here, some of the fragrances here, I haven't actually reviewed them before on this channel. So I need to do a separate review of them. So I won't go into too much depth. But this it's cool. Let me just put it that way. It has ice note in it. I don't know how they came up with that ice note, having that ice effect, like ice block, ice. It has ice, it has pineapple too, it has watermelon. Those are the ones I can remember. But it has like over 20 notes. I'm going to do a separate review of this fragrance, but this has a cooling effect too. But the only downside is it doesn't last long. Maybe because I just bought it. Because most middle distance fragrances, you have to let them sit for like 2-3 months before the performance get better. So with this I get like 3-4 hours. But with those 3-4 hours, it's a nice, very, very, very lovely fragrance. So you could always, like, as I was mentioning, you can layer it with this to make it last longer. So this is from the house of Lattafa. It's a very nice summer fragrance, clone of Dolce & Gabbana Qaed. This is called Raed Luxe. So the next one here, the reason why it's down on the list is I just got the fragrance. So yeah, that's why it's down on the list. But this one is one of my favorite fragrances, or one of the best fragrances I've bought recently. So this is from the house of Lattafa. So this is called Qaed Al Fursan. So shout out to my boy Jeremy from Chicago. Yeah, he has a channel called House of Colossus. You can go check him out too. He loves this fragrance. So it was one of the people that influenced me in buying this fragrance. Like I keep saying, and this fragrance is so cheap. It's $14 and it has a magnetic cap. The cap actually looks so much like that of Dior Sauvage. Yeah, so as I was saying, this I need to do a separate review of this fragrance. It's lovely. It has it has pineapple. It has, funny enough, I have 4 fragrances in this collection that has pineapple. So it has pineapple, it has saffron. Those are the 2 I can remember. So imagine you taking out the pineapple in Creed Aventus and taking out the saffron in Baccarat Rouge and merging them together. And not, so that means in Aventus you left the smoky side of Aventus, you just took the pineapple out of it. So that's how this smells. So you get that, it's not an Aventus clone in any way, but the pineapple is almost like the pineapple in Aventus. Then the saffron is almost like the one in Baccarat Rouge. This is lovely. But another downside, it doesn't last about 4 hours. So I usually layer it with this. But I think once you leave it for a while, maybe after like 2 months, it starts getting better. Once the bottle macerates, it starts getting better. So this is lovely too. You can almost wear it all year round, but just for the performance, yeah, you might want to stick to summer. But Qaed Al Fursan, this is lovely. That's my number 5. So moving on to number 4. This one too, I just got this in my collection, and yeah, one thing about this is actually my wife's favorite fragrance out of all the ones I bought this year. This is from the house of Lattafa too. This is called Legacy, Maahir Legacy. So there is the black version. There is another version that is, I think, light brown, or I can't remember what color it is. But this is Maahir Legacy. So this is actually a clone of Parfums de Mali Sedley. This has a lovely cooling effect. It has lime. There's a way the lime is done that cools you. Like, even smelling it, I feel, and it's just like $30. This is lovely. Like, I'm telling you, I kid you not. So this has lime, it has pineapple. Those are the ones I can remember from the top of my head. But I need to do a separate review of this too. So watch out for a separate review of this. It's called Maahir Legacy for summer. Ooh, like, I and my wife went on a short weekend getaway. She took this with her and she wore it throughout. Like, immediately from first day I bought it, and we removed it and sprayed it on, and I told her, oh, smell it. She was like, oh, I'm going to be using this. Like, and this is one of the fragrances she's used the most this year. I just got this like a month ago, a little over a month ago. But she's been wearing it a lot. She's wearing more than I've done. Like, this is lovely. But the only downside too is it lasts about maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. But one thing about this is you can overspray. It's safe. You can spray as much as you want. Or better still, layer with this. Yeah, Lattafa Maahir Legacy. Moving on to the next one. I've mentioned this a lot on this channel, so yeah, okay. Afnan Turathi Blue. I did a separate review of this. If you want to know more about it, go check it out. I've gotten loads of compliments with this too. It's a clone of Bulgari Tiger, if you don't know by now. These two, the grapefruit, it has grapefruit up top. and a woody base. Oh, damn. This is cool. Like, just if you're feeling so hot, spray this on. In this summer, spray this on. And this lasts about 5-6 hours. It's lovely. So this is Turathi Blue from House of Afnan. You can go check the separate review I did on this. And the next one, I haven't done a review of this, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a review. I'm going to think about it. Yeah, so this is from the House of Acqua di Gio. It's called Acqua di Gio Profondo Lights. There is Profondo, there's Profondo Lights. Profondo was my #1 for last year's summer, but this is Profondo Lights. I like this because this is less sour. Yes, it's very similar to Profondo too, but this is less sour. If you like Profondo but you feel it's too sour for you, you might want to try this out. Or it's too sharp. This went on the vacation, so I sprayed the hell out of this. So yeah, the vacation I was talking about, she was wearing this, I was wearing this. So yeah, this still has it has C notes, like you feel like you're somewhere in the ocean. It has green mandarin. Those are the ones I can remember from the top of my head. But this has a very cooling effect. It has a citrusy, it's refreshing, it's fresh, spicy. I'm not sure, I think it has black pepper. I can't remember. But this is lovely, trust me. Acqua di Gio Profondo Lights. This might not perform as much as Profondo. This should last you about 5-6 hours. Profondo should be like 6-7 hours. This is lovely too. If you like Profondo, you might want to try this out. So, Profondo Lights from the House of Giorgio Armani. So yeah, this one, I haven't done a separate review of this, but I've reviewed this with a separate fragrance. This has been on a couple of lists. So my #1, Alt Nirvana. Like I mentioned, I think that was the last video I released. Elysium. This is my #1 Elysium clone. It's a bang for your buck. It's one of the cheapest you can find, and it's one of the best you can find. It smells so good. It's refreshing. It smells way more expensive than it actually costs. You can go to Alt Fragrance, you can try out the sample. They have all these 10 ml or 5 ml samples. Try it out. This is Nirvana from Alt Fragrances. For summer, this lasts about 6-7 hours if you spray it well. And it's quite affordable, so you can spray as much as possible. Just spray it. This is lovely. This is cool. This is one of my most complimented fragrances last year. This was one of them. This and this. They're one of the most complimented fragrances I had for last year. Yeah, so my #1, this is Alt Fragrance Nirvana. This has lime, it has grapefruit up top, it has a vetiver base. And the mid note, it has lily of the valley. It has some florals in the mid note. Wow. Yeah, this is good. It's lovely, I love it. But fragrances are subjective, so try it out first before you try it. So I think I've come to the end of this list. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate you coming around. I really appreciate you coming back. I really appreciate you clicking on this video in the first place. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get notified anytime I upload new content. I'm striving to get over 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm in 449 now or something. Please help people out. Share the video. Anybody you know that likes fragrances or you want them to start liking fragrances, send them this way. Don't worry. We got you. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Stay safe out there. Peace.